Hello guys, welcome back to my video. In this video I'm going to say about the family Solanaceae and the family Liliaceae. So as in the last class we had learnt about the symbols to indicate the floral whorls, okay, like the calyx, the corolla, the androecium, the gynoecium, okay, the geometry, whether the ovary is the inferior or it's superior, all those things. So in this video today we are going to say the family Solanaceae and Liliaceae. Okay, so starting with the first family, that is the family Solanaceae. Okay, so we have both the floral diagram and the floral formula of the family Solanaceae. Okay, so the first diagram we have both the floral formula and the diagram, but in the second pick, that is the family Liliaceae, we will be having only the floral diagram and not the floral formula. We have to write the floral formula. Okay, so starting with the family Solanaceae, as we can see the geometry, okay, it is radially symmetrical. That means it is actinomorphic flower. Okay, see, n number of planes passing through the center can cut the flower or the diagram into two equal halves. Okay, so then comes whether it's male, is it female, or is it bisexual. It's bisexual flower because it has both androecium and gynoecium in the same plane. So next, coming to the first whorl of the outermost part, first the calyx, that stands for K. So K, there are 5. See, so it's the first circle. Okay, yes, so the first circle, it is about the calyx. There are 5 calyx, and remember, all the 5 are connected. That means they are fused. So 5 should be written in the brackets. Okay, then coming to the corolla, that means the petals. Here the petals are okay, so corolla is C. Petals are also 5, and the thing is they are also fused. That means they should also be written in bracket, that is C bracket में 5. Then coming to the next whorl, that is the androecium. So androecium, they are 5, they are not fused. Okay, so we need to write A and then 5 without the brackets, denoting they are not fused. Then we have to see the another point over here, the androecium and the petals, that's the corolla and the androecium, are fused over here. See, over here you can see these are jointed. Okay, so these are fused, so you need to draw arrow mark kind of thing, not the arrow mark, a bracket or something that connects. Either you can draw it like that or like this. Okay, so this says that the androecium and the corolla are fused. Then coming to the gynoecium, that stands for G. Okay, you need to underline the G, that means it is the ovary is superior. Okay, and then we have two ovaries over here, so we need to write 2, and they both are fused, so it should be in bracket. So this is the floral formula for family Solanaceae. Okay, so before writing, I think it's not complete because we did not write the geometry and the gender of this flower. So geometry is actinomorphic, so plus circle within a plus, okay, a plus within a circle. Okay, yes, then the gender, that is bisexual, a circle, a plus, and then a arrow mark. Sorry, I'm unable to write clearly over here. Okay, yes, so this completes the family Solanaceae, the floral formula and the floral diagram. So this is first circle, this is the second circle. Okay, the androecium and the corolla are in the second circle, and this is the third circle. Okay, so usually we have 4 circles, but over here we have 3. Next, the other features of the family Solanaceae are, okay, so first coming to the vegetative characters. Okay, so coming to the vegetative characters, these are mostly herbs, shrubs, and very rarely they are small trees. Okay, and the stem is rarely woody. Okay, aerial, erect, cylindrical, branched, and solid. Okay, this is the type of stem in Solanaceae. Okay, next over in this family even the potato is also there, that is Solanum tuberosum. Okay, so the leaves are alternate. So first leaves are alternate phyllotaxy. These are simple. Okay, and in some cases they are pinnately compound leaves. Okay, pinnately compound, they are extupulate and reticulate venation. Reticulate venation is seen over here. Next, coming to the floral characters. As we have seen everything over here, the floral characters are very easy to notice in the floral diagram only, but still. Okay, the one thing which we don't know is the inflorescence. Inflorescence, it's like mostly solitary. That means only single flower will be there. Solitary, solitary, or in axillary cymose as in solanum. Okay, so the flower is bisexual. That means it is having both male and the female part in the same flower. So it is bisexual flower. Okay, and then it's actinomorphic. Then the calyx, okay, it's 5 and all are united. Then valvate type of estivation, this is very important. Sorry, I forgot to say about the estivation. It's valvate estivation. Okay, yes, so it follows the valvate estivation. Then the androecium. Okay, androecium is 5 and their epipetal is 5 fused, not fused, sorry, not fused, 5 and their epipetalous, that means androecium fused with the corolla. Okay, then coming to the gynoecium, these are bicarpellary, that means there are two carpels, syncarpus, two fused, and these are superior ovary, bilobed. Okay, and the fruits are berry type. Okay, that is capsulate fruits are there. Then seeds are many or endospermous, and then the floral formula we have already done. Okay, so this is about the family Solanaceae. Next, coming to the family, so coming to the family Liliaceae, Liaceae. Okay, so over here we have the only floral diagram and not the floral formula. See, from the floral diagram only we are going to write the floral formula. So the short form of the floral formula F. Okay, so the first thing is about the symmetry. See, if you see the diagram only, you can notice that it is actinomorphic. That means it is radially symmetrical. So the symbol of actinomorphic is a plus enclosed in a circle. Then coming to the gender, it has both the androecium and the gynoecium. Okay, so the symbol of bisexual. Okay, then coming to the calyx and the corolla. See, over here we don't have different calyx and corolla, we have both combined. That means it's a perianth. So the symbol of perianth is P. Okay, and the thing is that there are two circles. Okay, so this is the first circle and then this is the second circle. So 3 petals come in the first circle. Okay, in the first circle, this is also in the first circle. Okay, then this is in the second circle, this is also in the second circle. Okay, so there are two circles of perianth. So how should we write? 3 plus 3, and the thing is that all the 3 are fused. So both the 3 in the bracket, in one bracket. So 3 plus 3 in the bracket. Then coming to the next part, that is the androecium. So androecium, here androecium are 6, and the thing is that they are also in the two different circles. So this is the circle number 3, and then this is the circle number 4. Okay, so this is 3 plus 3, not fused. Okay, so this is about the androecium, and the thing is that both of them are fused, the parent and the androecium are fused. Then coming to the next whorl, that is the gynoecium, which is represented by G. Okay, and the thing is that this is tricarpellary and syncarpus, that means 3 carpels are there and all of them are fused, so 3 in the bracket. So this explains about the floral formula of the family Liliaceae, and after this we need to understand the other characters, that is the vegetative character and the floral character of the family Liliaceae. So starting with the floral, not the floral, the vegetative characters. So vegetative characters of family Liliaceae. Okay, so first thing we are going to read whether it's a herb or a shrub. So it's perennial herbs with underground bulb. Okay, see the very big example for this family Liliaceae is the onion. Okay, onion also belongs to the family Liliaceae. Okay, the leaves are basal alternate. Okay, so leaves are basal and alternate, linear. Okay, so they are linear also, and then exstipulate, then parallel venation. So up till now we were finding it as to be the reticulate venation, now it is the parallel venation. Okay, then coming to the next thing, that's the floral character. So the floral character, the first thing is that the inflorescence, either it's the solitary or it is the cymose kind of inflorescence, then often umbilical cluster. This umbilical cluster read in the higher classes. Then the flower is bisexual, so the flower is, it's bisexual, and it is actinomorphic, that means it is radially symmetrical. Then coming to the calyx and the corolla, here we don't have calyx and the corolla, so it is perianth, so it is written as P, and it is in the form of 3 plus 3 fused, so 3 plus 3 is perianth. And then comes the next part, that is the androecium, again it is 3 plus 3 but not fused, so androecium. Then comes the gynoecium, here it is tricarpellary, 3 and fused, syncarpus, tricarpellary ovary, superior ovary. Okay, trilocular. Then fruits, okay, it's a superior ovary, that means you need to underline G. Sorry, here also I forgot to say it is superior. Okay, so it is G should be underlined. G should be underlined. Then the economic importance of this family. Many plants belonging to this family are good ornamental, like the tulips. Okay, so ornamental use is there, ornamental use is there. Then there are medicinal values also, like the aloe vera which we use. Okay, this comes under the family Liliaceae. Then we have vegetables such as asparagus. Okay, these all are comes under the family Liliaceae. And by this we end our chapter, the morphology of flowering plants. If you understand my explanation, please like, subscribe and share this video. Okay, subscribe to my channel and then share this video. Thank you.